Hey there, have you ever tried acupuncture? It's been around forever and ever. And here in the US, it's finally making its way into preferred providers or modalities for insurance companies to pay for. I had a session today and it was amazing. I had an injury back in late January and muscular tension and headaches and some other problems have still been lingering. And it was actually my physical therapist that suggested we try acupuncture because he was having a hard time getting into the soft tissue in the area of my injury because of spasms. It would exacerbate things. It can be used for musculoskeletal stuff, but it can also be used for so many more things. Relaxation, gastrointestinal problems, sleep disturbances. Had any of those out from work? I am definitely not an acupuncturist, nor have I ever studied it. But man, being a patient of it, I'm a fan. My understanding of acupuncture is it's grounded in traditional Chinese medicine with roots in your meridians or your energy networks in your body. And I know for a lot of healthcare providers, you start talking about energy, and all they want to say is like, that's too woo-woo, there's no science. Think about it though. Your heart has electrical impulses that you can capture with an EKG. Your brain has brainwave patterns that can also be captured with an EEG. So it's really not that crazy to think about there being other energy pathways in our body. I truthfully haven't done a deep dive into the evidence-based research, but I can't imagine Western insurance companies allowing it to be a thing they pay for if they weren't satisfied with a certain level of rigorousness in the level of evidence and its usefulness. As the Eastern practitioners shake their head and say, yeah, no kidding, eh? Most acupuncturists don't require a referral. However, if you're trying to get insurance to pay for it, they may from your primary care provider. Also something to consider, if you can't get a referral or your insurance doesn't cover it, most acupuncturists will allow you to self-refer and then will accept HSA, Health Savings Account, or FSA. I can't remember what that stands for, but if you have one, you'll know it. But basically those debit card accounts that you pay into pre-tax, which saves you money on the tax end. Or you just cash pay, and man, it's worth it. So you turn up at an appointment, you get a very thorough health history. They will ask you questions about symptoms that you didn't even know were symptoms. Like, yeah, how did you know? They're like, yeah, because you live in the United States or any other Western country where you work really hard, you're super high stress, and you have a suboptimal diet. They may incorporate mindfulness. They may incorporate soft tissue mobilization. Of course, the main thing you think of when we think of acupuncture is getting the tiny little needles put in at very specific places on those meridian lines that have to do with whatever symptomology or focused goal of care that you have. They also do this thing called cupping, which goes way back as well. And some physical therapists are starting to incorporate that into their care. But that is amazing. I had some of that done today, and it just kind of moves everything in the muscle areas that are tight and needing to have some, lymph drained and static muscle tension just kind of worked out. Sometimes they use electric stim actually connected to the needles in a specific area to either fatigue it or help reduce the spasm that's happening. Either way, acupuncture is definitely something to consider. Also, if you do it, do it at the end of your workday, because believe me, you'll be in a fog for about an hour afterwards where you're just like, do you guys have nap stations here? Seriously, a lot of times I'll drop into a meditation state or fall asleep. It's just so relaxing. It feels so good. Give it a try. Okay. Like and follow. Appreciate ya.